still your spot.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes, but you just start doing like bird calls.
I am going on Saturday.
All right, we have Kelly out there at the face-off, sending it back. That's an icing, sending it back into Cougar territory. Out there on the ice, we have Kelly, Warszawa, Dingwell, Mintenko.
He's the easiest person I've ever met. Wow. Okay.
All right, nice pass over there. Mintenko dumps it into the corner. Milkovic keeps it in. All right, here they come on the attack. Picked up by Mintenko. Mintenko banks it up the boards. Ahead to Warszawa. Picked up by the Cougars. Sent it back. Puck's loose. Open ice. And here comes the Cougars trying to break through the neutral zone into Hawks territory. Shot wide on Turnhill. Back into the corner behind the Hawks net. Mintenko battling to pick up that puck. Kelly takes him out. Puck's loose. Shot goes wide. Cougars picking it up on the far side here. Back behind the Hawks net. All right, Dingwell trying to clear it. Dingwell sends it out to center ice. Picked up by the Cougars. Cougars coming back on the attack. Dump it into the corner behind the net. Picked up by Mintenko. Not quite. Just ahead of him. Here goes Mintenko. Down the ice. Dumps it down into the corner. Bit of a chase. Miller trying to pick it up there. Puck's loose. Picked up here. And it was Coos who tried to grab it. Win Stanley's trying to sweep it behind the net. Gets it ahead of him. Trying to take the body. Leaving the puck behind. Trying to get it to Coos. Picked up there. Hawks battling. Mayer almost had a... Ooh, nice shot. Good save there by Turnhill. All right, Miller ties it up along the boards. Trying to sweep it clear. Mayer sends it forward. Mayer. It was Miller who sends it up. Grayson gets a tip. Coming back here. It's going to go wide. Win Stanley sends it up right in front. Whew. Paying attention there. All right. Oh, everybody's hitting each other. Cougars have the puck here. Staying to the outside. Into the neutral zone. Cougars retreating through the neutral zone. Miller tries to get a piece of that. Twinney throws a hip there. Win Stanley sends it up the boards. Picked up by the Cougars. Cougars try to fire a shot. It's blocked over to the far side. Twinney sends it ahead there to Miller. Miller can't hold on to it. It's taken by the Cougars. Back coming the other way. Not for long. Back into Cougar territory. Cougars regrouping. Coming through the neutral zone. There's Coos. Nice shot on Heller. Great save by Turnhill. Sorry about slow on the turn there. All right, out there on the ice, we have Valente, Matthews, Mintenko, Kim, and Smith. All right, Valente stops the puck. Kim sends it forward. Gets tangled in someone's skates. Coming back towards our net. Into the corner. Far side. Swept away by Matthews. Gets it up over there. Cougars send the play back behind our net. Hawks having trouble clearing it out of their zone today. Up at the point. Cougars going to fire in a shot. It's blocked. Mintenko takes that puck. Sending it down. Gets it ahead to Kim. Kim on the rush here. Coming through. Into Cougar territory, and the puck's loose, picked up here by the Cougars, into the corner, throwing a hip. Matthews with the puck. Fans on it. Cougars able to clear it through the neutral zone into Hawks territory. This should be an icing. There it is. And we'll send it back the other way. 0-0 here. Let's get a time on that. My apologies. $16:27 on the clock. Okay. Out here for the Hawks. We got Kelly taking the face off. Okay. We have Kus and Milkovich out on D. We got Brogan, Kelly, and trying to get a read on the number of the far side there. Looks like we're trying to fix a ref over there. Plays back on. Puck's loose. Cougars chasing it down. Milkovich gets knocked down. Play in front of the net. Unable to complete a shot. Thank goodness there. Taken away by Kelly. Kelly sending it up. Woo. We got an injury there. It's Williams. And Cougars are heading to the box. All right, Hawks on the power play here. Out there for the power play, it looks like we got Valente, Kim, Wynn Stanley, Smith. And who's our last D there? Matthews. All right, we're down a linesman. Game on. All right, Hawks, power play. Matthews. Cross there to Wynn Stanley. Gets it down in the corner there. Wynn Stanley trying to hold it. Cougars coming out here. Firing a shot. Turnhill gets a piece of that. Trying to get the puck off the net. Wynn Stanley gets it over there to Matthews. Matthews plays it behind the net. Over there for Wynn Stanley. Wasn't expecting it. Wynn Stanley sends it up ahead to Kim. Kim feeds it over there to Smith. Smith gets a small check there against the boards. Back up. Kim's got it. Up to Wynn Stanley. Wynn Stanley fires in a shot. Goes wide. It's deflected there. Bang. Cougars bank it up the boards. Matthews tries to hold it. Unable to do so. Winstanley picks it up. Bringing it through our zone. We didn't get a piece of that, sadly. That's an icing. Coming back. That looked to be a 4-minute penalty, so there's 3 minutes left in this power play for the Hawks. All right, Valente taking the face off here. Banking it off the boards. Back behind the nets. Picked up here by Winstanley. Winstanley bringing it up. Pass across the ice. Feeds it over to Valente. Valente takes a hit. Keeps skating it though. Well done. Back behind. Picked up here by Kim. Kim's got it behind the net. Trying to get it over there to Matthews. Matthews up at the point and sends it back. And puck picked up at center ice here by Winstanley. Winstanley across to Matthews. Matthews playing it forward. There's Smith with it. Smith getting hooked. And the Cougars take the puck. Cougars firing a shot. It goes high. Picked up here. Coos sent it forward. Dingwell gets a piece. Coming back again. 1:56 left in the power play to the Hawks. In case you're wondering, it's power play. Even though the puck's in our end, let's get it out. Coos sending it down. And Cougars with another opportunity. Turnhill with a beautiful glove save. Great work there by Helen Annette, number 30. Goalie's playing pretty outstanding here for all of us. Here's Mare at the faceoff circle. Cougars with the puck, retreating through the neutral zone, going into their own end here. Dumping it down, they can ice it. Iced all the way into the corner here. Picked up by Mintenko. Played ahead to Warszawa. Cougars have it. Cougars dump it back down. Mintenko's there to pick it up. Mintenko bringing it up along the boards. Mintenko carries it through the neutral zone. A few options with them. The Cougars take it. Sending it back. Mintenko holds the blue line there. Mintenko in the corner, dumps it down. And sends it ahead right on Turnhill. Turnhill saves it, dumps it over to the side. Picked up here by the Cougars, who come along behind the nets. Hawks trying to get this puck. They are on the power play. Dingwell's going to pick it up along the boards. We've got 40 seconds left in this 4-minute power play. All right, and here we are. Grayson with the puck. 20. Let's put it in the net. 20 sweeps it back behind the net. Up ahead. Allen saves it, dumps it over to the side. Picked up here by Winstanley, who sweeps it over to the far side. Picked up by Matthews. Mayer feeds it back to Matthews. Matthews with a nice clean pass over there to Miller. Was unable to complete. That's going to go to icing. Smart play there. Technically, there's 3 seconds left in this power play. And puck behind the Hawks net. Picked up here by Winstanley. Winstanley plays it ahead to Miller. Cougars pick it up in the neutral zone. Winstanley's chasing it back. And swept up ahead by Matthews. Cougars lining up. Broken up there by Winstanley. Taken away by Winstanley again. All right. Grayson. Twinny's got it. Sends it up the boards. Giving the boys a chance to change. Icing was waved off. Tipped, I guess. And here comes the Cougars on the rush. Mintenko taking a piece of that. Well done. Changing the play there. Mintenko bringing it in. Into the Cougar zone. Back behind their net. Up around the boards. Held in there by Coos. Dumps it down into the corner. Cougars flip it over a few heads and send it back into our territory. Icing waved off here as well. Cougars bank it up the boards. Line it up in front of the point, right in front of our net. Nice poke check there by Mintenko. Cougars in the neutral zone, regrouping. Mintenko banks it up the boards there. Williams. Valente puts it away. Well done. Hawks are on the board. 1-0. Beautiful shot there by Valente. Top shelf. He put it where he wanted it to go. Nice play. Came up empty-handed on the power play, but we scored afterwards. That's all that matters. All right, that was Warszawa at the face-off circle. Gets it pucked back. Lynn Stanley is going to pick it up, sends it behind the net. Over there to Matthews. Matthews sends it up the board and takes a hit. Warszawa taking a hit. Lynn Stanley. Shot fired in. Nice save there by Turnhill. Boys sending it up the ice. Brogan trying to be a lock. Puck sent high. Picked up on the far side. Cougars have it. Nice chip there. Good poke check by Warszawa. Fires in a pass. Woo! Helen with a beautiful save. Covering up the puck. Excellent work, Turnhill. Ten minutes left in this first period. Puck picked up here by Smith. Smith bringing it through the neutral zone. Skating his way through some magic. Picked up by Mintenko. Dumps it in. Back in our end. Mintenko's going to get there first. Whoop. Along the boards. Mintenko picking it up. Sends it over. Smith trying to clear it. Cougars trying to get a shot. Mintenko with a hit. Boys go a little crazy there for that. All right, and here we go. Mayer over to Smith. Smith to Kim. Kim coming in. Kim feeds it back to Mayer. Can't quite make it. Broken up there by the Cougars. Cougars on the rush through the neutral zone. Pass across the ice. Setting it up. Nice save there by Turnhill. Rebound picked up by the Caribou Cougars. Back behind our net. Over there to the far side. Cougars with the puck. Nudge there by Cuss, and the shot goes wide. Turnhill is looking nice and calm in net today. Coos trying to push a few folks down. Cougars firing a shot. Nice block there by Mintenko. Puck picked up by Kim. Kim, nice pass across the ice. Feeds it over there to Smith. Smith looking for Mayer, who tries to get himself down there. Mayer gets there behind the net, picks up the puck, sends it up the boards. Picked up by the Cougars, who are bringing it through the neutral zone. Boys look like they have a little pep in their step. This game looks better than the first one today. Matthews sending it up the boards. Gets it over there to Valente. Valente gets knocked over. And we got a tripping call. I think that's the call. Valente drawing the penalty there. And the Cougars are heading back to the box here. Number 5, Cooper Armstrong. All right. Matthews with the puck. Feeds it across. Ooh, nice shot there by Kim. Beautiful save by the Cougars. You can hear that one from here. All right, lining up again. Valente taking the face-off. Puck in the corner. Caribou trying to bouncing puck, gets over the sticks. Cougars coming in here with some jets. Swept side over there by Matthews. Picked up by Wynn Stanley. Wynn Stanley coming through the neutral zone. Heading up to Kim. Kim's got it. Coming across. Crossing into territory here. It's Dingwell who's got it. The Caribou Cougars take it away. Going back the other way. Picked up here by Kim. Taken away by the Cougars. And dumping it into the corner here. Picked up behind the net. Wynn Stanley sends it across there for Matthews. Matthews sends it back for Wynn Stanley. Who's going to play it ahead over there to Kim and doesn't quite make it to its intended target. Taken away by the Cougars. And then Turnhill with a nice glove slave. Snapping that puck out of the air. Looking good over there. Got some scouts watching our goalies today. Nice save again by Turnhill, right off the faceoff. Cougars firing another shot. Nice pad save. Ooh, and shot wide. Ooh, Matenko's trying to keep control of that puck. He's got it, not being taken away from him. Keeps control, sends it ahead to 20. And the Caribou Cougars send it back. Matenko heading over to the other side to pick up the puck. And Caribou get there first, standing on the puck. And there's an opportunity as Williams sends it ahead to 20. 20 chips it forward. He's going in to grab it. 20 chasing it. Cougars are on him. Cougars picking it up on the blue line, sending it back through the neutral zone and into Hawk territory. Matenko skating there to get there. He's tying up the man. Picked up here by Koos. Koos bringing it through the ice. Koos to 20. 20 winds up, fires in a nice shot. Ooh, good glove save there. Nice shot by 20. He looked fierce there. All right, fresh legs coming out for the Hawks. We got Miller, Wynn Stanley, Brogan. Looks like Matthews. And Warsaba. Warsaba at the faceoff circle. Hawks have the draw. Wynn Stanley holding it in there. Chips it back to our poor player tied up on the ice. Wynn Stanley sending it back. Let's go to open ice here, gentlemen. All right, here comes Cougars firing a shot wide. Trying to get their own rebound. Wynn Stanley's putting pressure on Miller, trying to get it out. And the Cougars firing another shot. Puck's loose in front of the net, and it goes wide. Woo! It's getting exciting there. Wynn Stanley coming in to break it up. There's two Cougars on it. In front of it. Woo! We got a trip. And there was no call on that. That was clearly. All right. We got Miller chasing it down into the corner. Miller playing with a little bit more confidence here this game. Cougars tripped on the ice there. And here's Koos taking it down. Koos. Oh, we got the puck over there to Miller. Miller's busy nudging the Cougars. Cougars firing a shot. Nice block there by Matenko. Matenko bringing it down the ice again. Cougars chasing him. Ooh, he's knocking down players. They tried to knock him. He sent them packing. All right. Boys looking a little more fierce here this afternoon. There's Kim with the puck. Kim in front. Ooh, come on, Kim. Oh, nice save. Puck's loose. Wired up. Fires in another shot. Goes wide. Here's another opportunity. Koos fires it in. Gets it in front of the net. Banking it off the boards. Matenko picking it up here in our own zone. Matenko sends it up ahead to Kim. Picked up by Smith. Smith fires in a shot. Nice save there. Valente trying to get it. He's now out there on the ice. Kim's going for it. Wynn Stanley tying it up on the blue line. Holding that line. Well done. Bodies are falling on top of each other. We got a penalty coming here to the Hawks. Fires in a shot. Banked off. Turnhill with another beautiful save. Call's what? Is that a tripping? Let's see if we... What is that? Oh, yeah, it could be. Looks like they're getting called for banging knees. All right, and the Hawks are on the PK. Cougars on the power play here. Here's Kim coming in shorthanded, taken away by the Cougars. Cougars going back behind their own net here. And here they come on the attack through the neutral zone. Come on, gentlemen. Step up. All right, looking to set it up here. Goes out into the neutral zone. We'll take that. Pressure there from Smith. And the Cougars regrouping. And that was another 4-minute penalty. 3:23. Cougars regrouping behind their own net. There's Kim putting a little pressure on them. Dingwell meeting them. Here they come into Hawk territory. Winstanley's there. Shot on Turnhill. Beautiful save again. Matthews staying with them. Picked up here. Back behind the net. Winstanley throwing a bit of a hit there. Puck right in front of the net. Ooh, fires in a shot. Beautiful save by Turnhill. Puck's loose though. Picked up again. Goes, well done. It clears the neutral zone into the Cougars' end. Cougars regrouping again. 2:44 to go in this penalty kill for the Hawks. Twinney meeting them. Come on, Matthews. Good job. Keeping the pressure. Puck over into the corner. Up at the top. Pass across the ice. Cougars still have it. Fires in a shot. Cougars looking for a tip, but they send it wide. Back behind. There's the Cougars. With it, lining up for a shot, and then Turnhill covers it up and takes away that opportunity.